Up top and just that, it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Yes, my fam, me there, you know. Yeah, man. So, what go on, you know, my family? We are all a little city with Andrew Hollness. Yeah, man, we are Andrew Hollness there right now. So, Andrew Hollness slams entertainers for violent music. Jano. Yeah, man. So, you know, Andrew is a young man still, you know, so maybe it's a long time thing. He might watch same way, you know. But I don't know as to how far he might watch it trending up, you know what I mean? Because over the years, really and truly, you know, people always say dancehall have something to do with crime and violence. You understand? But to tell you the truth, from my perspective, sometimes when you hear a crime them create, a song did it where you match it. Where you tell you exactly what go down. So a man kill a man around there, so. And when the man kill a man around there, so you can remember one song I tell you the exact thing will happen. You know what I mean? Even though a song might not connected to a case in any way. So maybe yes, the music have some, maybe music inspire murderers, but I think it takes much more than just listening to some reggae music to really go about and doing crime and breaking the law. You know what I mean? I think it takes much more guts than that. You know what I mean? But I could hear what Andrew say, no? Jamaica Prime Minister. I could hear what he say and hear film point of view and see what we can get from it. You know what I mean? So, hollness slams entertainers for violent music. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Hollness yesterday used the floor of Parliament to lash aspects of the country's popular culture that he says are contributing to the high levels of violence in the country. Hollness said that entertainers often glorified violence in their songs and seek to justify their approach by saying they are reflecting the society's realities. In our music and our culture, in as much as you are free to reflect what is happening in this society, you also have a duty to place it in context. Andrew Hollness said that you take up the AK-47 and turn it in a man's head, that is not right. And though you have the protection of the Constitution to sing about it, you also have a duty to the children who are listening to you. Hollness was among several lawmakers who used yesterday's sitting of the House of Representatives to register their disgust about crime and violence, particularly against women and children. On the island, gender minister Olivia Babsy Grange read out the names of some women and children who have been victims of violence. It is on a somber note, and with pain in my heart that I stand to give voice to the now suppressed voices of our sisters who have been brutally killed in the epidemic of domestic violence in our country. Killed because some man felt he had the right to decide whom she should love or that she should continue in an abusive relationship regardless. Killed because she did not have the physical strength to fight back. As intimidated and threatened, she kept silent till the moment of her death. Grange said. There has been outrage in Jamaica since last week after the body of 20-year-old Canis Jackson was found in Portmore, one day after she went missing. Robert Fowler, a 50-year-old mechanic, was yesterday charged with the murder. If we all cannot protect our women and girls, our most vulnerable, from such horrible acts of violence, how do we even see ourselves as a civilized society? At what point do we say enough is enough? Grange asked fellow legislators. The minister called on churches, civic organizations, and men of good moral fiber to do more to help protect the nation's women and children. Like hollness, she said that entertainers and media practitioners have a very important role to play. Hollness also said he would not be surprised if there are negative comments about his pronouncements, predicting that some would say he should talk about something else. The Prime Minister lamented that Jamaica is not yet serious about tackling violence. He argued that the country ambivalent about violence, but what is required is a firm stance against all form of brutishness. When we beat our children mercilessly, we are teaching them that the only way to resolve conflict is through violence. When will we agree that the person's body is inviolable, meaning that I have a right for you not to touch me, and that every woman has a right to say no, hollness said. So, you hear it plain and straight and clear from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister said right now, Jamaicans not ready to talk about violence and curbing the crime rate yet. Because when it comes to certain things, they say leave that part out of it. You know what I mean? So them still not ready to take a whole-handed or a holistic measure to quell the crime and violence. You know what I mean? So if him talk about the violent music, people now like, you know, say, no man, talk about something else. You know what I mean? That are basically where I say. Babsy Grange now read out some of the things them will go on. Some of the women them will die from violence. And him a talk about them. Included a 20-year-old Canis Jackson. You know what I mean? Found in Portmore. A mechanic, a 50-year-old mechanic kill him. You know what I mean? So, she a talk about that and I say, boy, if violence against less vulnerable people in our society, it just unbearable. You know what I mean? So if we can't protect the most vulnerable, who we are going to protect? You know what I mean? So, the Prime Minister basically I say, a man sing and say more turn a AK-47 in a man head. You know what I mean? You know, nice. So even though artists are trying to reflect what they see in a society, they can put in a context more. You know what I mean? But you see, as to what me see with music and crime and violence, an artist now get up and have to eat a bread. Because it's easy if a man a sing about, if everybody starts sing about love will sell. Because it alone there as music. So it will sell. You know what I mean? So if everybody just change the topic from gun and badness and just start talk about love, it will sell. But when you check it, if the star no bring bad news, the star no sell. You know what I mean? If the star decides, say, boy, we are going to suppress all like killing information them and them some murders and then something there. And we don't carry no stories about that. More likely the star now go sell because people love negativity. You know what I mean? Yeah man, people love negativity. So it's easier for your artist now sing a gun song and get a forward more than he sing about peace and love and girls and get a forward. You know what I mean? Because you know it's a man driven sport and you know a man love for years say yes box down that boy there. Even if him now go box down the boy personally, but he love for know say a man a sing about that thing can play in a car and in a house and in a bus and you know what I mean? So the society breed pan them thing there, you know what I mean? So he have a point, but at the end of the day, how to get rid of it? Because if you stop singing gun song at Jamaica, you have other genres of music we still are going to do it. You know what I mean? So people now might gravitate, we might kill with culture. You know what I mean? But one funny thing we have to look upon still, you know. Remember Bob Marley? I never hear Bob Marley, a Bob Marley song that is a gun song. You know what I mean? And Bob Marley is one of the most popular. No one of the most, Bob Marley is the most popular and the most financially set artist Jamaica ever produced. You know what I mean? And the most world renowned. You know what I mean? So, me never remember Bob Marley have a gun song. No, I never remember of that. You know what I mean? So, he might have a point because an artist are going to say him reflect when he see. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, more gun song, more bad reflection did it than a good reflection. You know what I mean? But this gun song thing, he left with the people. You understand? He left with the people. And the next thing about it now, why me say Jamaican people now maybe need, when you look on the whole thing, the music not really have nothing to do with it. Because here when I look on now as me speak, right? Remember you have a lot of other countries that feed on dancehall music. And them no pick up crime and violence so much. When you check them crime rate not so low like Jamaica one. You know what I mean? So I think the whole thing falls in education. Jamaican people maybe need some more education. Let me put it there so. They might need some more education because I know everything people tell you are true and I know everything people tell you have to do. And you not have to do certain things to impress people. You know what I mean? So maybe I just that with Jamaica culture. True a man sing a boom tune, and when a man sing a boom tune, true a man want impress the crowd now. You hear in a news saying kill somebody, same like how he crime dispel in a music. You know what I mean? So boy, Prime Minister have a point, and when you're looking at society want more education. Up top and just that, you know it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Remember, share, like, subscribe, right? Yeah, man. And tell your friend them about Yasso. Because Yasso, nice. Yeah, man. Here what you can do now, you can hook me up in a comment box. Make me tell me what you think about this crime and violence attached to reggae music, to dancehall music. And make me hear what you think about the whole thing. You know what I mean? You think say them artists have to sing gun song for something I go on for them. Because remember, you know, Bob Marley now have a gun song, you know. You know what I mean? So tell me what you think about it. You know what I mean? You agree with it where Andrew say well, a gun song help to flare the crime and violence in our country. Make me know what you think about that. You understand what I say? Well, here Babsy Grange now I talk about that Olivia Babsy Grange I talk about the crime and violence against women and protecting the women, you know what I mean? So you can tell me what you think about that. Up top and just that, you know it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Up top.